Hey, duck your head out there real fast.
Yeah.
Just your head. Don't let them see any of the rest of your body. Tell them if friction gets here, just come send it back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tell him to ask him if he's a seal also.
Ask if he's a seal. Yeah. I guess you should just take a swing at him and see what happens. If we hear a large ruckus, we're like, oh,
it won't be a very large ruckus.
You know, like if you kick a dog, it's like, Arr! Like that. It's just
he'll get a kick out of that. If they ask him that, he'll know we put him on.
One quick squeal and that'll be it.
Yeah, he'll know.
Be a fork? You're gonna need one, right?
I will need one. I'll go put all those forks on the counter. I'm gonna have to open this drawer 100 times anyway to pull these forks out, so I'll put them all on the counter, and without fail, they'll be sitting right in front of me. I'll still open the drawer looking for a fork.
Creature of habit.
Print all the orders from last time. So our Schwinny stuff will be print. Is there a lot of it?
I was gonna say, is it sold out?
Dudes are saying it's sold out, but
I
think I didn't put it all online. I put it on the day before, and I didn't put all of the inventory on, so it'll give us a chance to settle anything that was already out there.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we got some more stuff coming too. The Lucky Charms came in.
Charms of Lucky.
What are you looking for?
I was thinking about salt, but then I remembered that I don't really need any. It's pepper, it's just fine.
Because chicken is high in salt.
No, just the pepper has enough flavor.
What do you want to talk about today? What do you want to do?
Today?
Yeah.
Or what are the options? Do we get? Is there like a? Is there an A, B, or C?
Yeah.
We can
work fast. Work extra fast. Or we work super extra fast.
Super extra fast.
That's pretty much what happens past that door.
Yeah.
Not that the other guys don't work fast. They do. They work very well. But we work super extra fast for super extra long time. Super extra fast.
I like those options. Extra, 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 extra. It's Wednesday. You know that?
Yeah, it feels like
Monday.
Yeah, every day feels like Friday to me. When you work here, every day is Christmas.
I just don't know how it got to be Wednesday so fast.
Well, it came after because it's after Monday, Tuesday.
That's true.
There are fucking 100 belts out there.
I think it was close. I've got them in there.
That's just that. I don't think we even brought belts up from yesterday yet. That's just yesterday morning's belts.
I think Cody brought. I hope Cody brought them up because I loaded up everything he had and I put them on the shelves last night after we cleared all the shelves.
Plus, I doubled up. There's another lady down there selling too. A bunch of Cobra 175 and D-ring Cobras and stuff. Cool. And Riggers belts. It blows my mind you still buy Rigger belts.
I like
the Cobra Rigger belt.
So I didn't actually. I'm sure you had explained it to me, or at some point someone had the whole reason the Cobra is better. Because I like the way the Riggers belt looks for whatever reason. But as you wear a Riggers belt, it will loosen. Like it will kind of work its way. And so like when we were at Blade Show, we had some of those dudes that were in uniform stop by. And they were talking about it, and he was like, I want one with the buckle, and they were like, well, you just get a regular Rigger, and they were like, he's like, no. He's like, I hate it because I keep having to tighten it. And he was like, the Cobras don't ever back off.
Well,
and I was like, oh.
Our Rigger belt, they shouldn't have to tighten it because the Velcro is going to hold the tail.
Yeah.
It's not.
But theirs don't. Theirs have a flap.
Because they have shitty ones.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that was why people.
The thing with that, like our Rigger belt, the traditional Rigger belt, with the slide adapter like the parachutes have, they're made out of Type 7 webbing. we can't use type 13 and double it up all the way through because 2 layers of type 13 won't fit through the quick fit adapter. So when we started using Cobra buckles, the way we build there's not enough bite. I don't want to run a single tail through that buckle. So when we started using the Cobra buckle, we could use type 13 webbing. And the type 13 webbing is just a stiffer, little bit heavier, looks the same, you know, same function. It just looks better. So you get a better belt out of the Cobra rigger belt than you do the normal rigger belt. The function will function the same. It's just it's a better looking belt. It's a better, you know, it functions better. It's definitely better for carrying a gun. Everybody used a rigger belt for so long because there was no option to use the stiffer webbing with that buckle. So when the Cobra buckle came out, we started making the Cobra rigger belt. And rigger belt just means it has the V-ring on there. They're all 175 belts, the 2 particular belts we're talking about. You can get them with or without the V-ring to clip into shit. You can get them with or without Velcro. But for 20 years, dudes use the rigger belt. Nowadays, dude, it's like using fucking old technology. It's like using fucking motor oil from fucking 30 years ago in a fucking modern day car. There's just no reason to do it. But it blows my mind because every time we go to make orders for them, we do probably 100 rigger belts a week. It's just old school guys. We still get dudes that'll email and go, yeah, I want this belt because I don't trust aluminum. Like, you still get that. You do realize that fucking every airplane you fly in is made out of aluminum,
I was going to say aircraft aluminum.
But that's the deal. Like, you just got these old school, you know, Vietnam era dudes. I don't trust, you know, aluminum. I don't trust this fanfangled.
Things have come a long way. Just the way you make metal now.
They have. Delmonico over at Pipe Hitters Union.
Yeah, in case you didn't notice these badass shirts.
His boy Dougie Fresh, had these shirts sent over to us.
And they are very cool.
These shirts are for the Extortion 17 mission. Chopper went down and we lost a bunch of guys. They sent these shirts over and they wanted us to tell you guys about them.
So the anniversary was the 6th, so that's like 2 days from now?
The anniversary is the 6th. I believe today is the 5th. I think you watched that.
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe.
And
I just put this one on this morning.
This is the back.
Yeah, it'll.
And this is the front. And it has all the names on there. And you can get these shirts through pipehittersunion.com. And 100% of the profit for this goes to the project. I'll just read it to you here. It says, John, I believe you should have received an email from Dougie Fresh about our new commemorative Extortion 17 t-shirt. 100% of the profits from the shirt is 100% of the profits from the t-shirt is going to Extortion 17 Family Grant Program, which is administered by 31 Heroes Project. We would really appreciate you guys wearing the tees in an upcoming video to help bring exposure to the cause. The anniversary of this tragic day is coming up on the 6th of August, so your help to promote this tee quickly would be fantastic. Thank you so much in advance. All the best. Delmonico, Pipe Hitters Union. So, I looked, it is on Pipe Hitters Union. I didn't see it on the front page. If you just search on pipehittersunion.com, Extortion 17, and just put a space between there. I did it with a hyphen between there, and that didn't bring it up. So it's just Extortion space 17. You'll see that come up. It's a great looking shirt. It's nice and soft, kind of athletic fit. It's a tagless. They've printed inside like all of their stuff. We wear a lot of their stuff. We've done stuff with Delmonico for a long time before he ever ran Pipe Hitters Union, and we like their shirts a lot. And you can get it online, and it's for a good cause. 100% of the profits go to the family members, so definitely check that out.
Yeah, I like these.
Did you have something to say?
She had, like, I felt like I was supposed to explain myself the way she was looking at this. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
She just looked down on you anyways. I mean, she'd have to get up high to look down on you, but she does look down on you a lot.
She does it in her mind.
You're taller than she is.
By
So-
3 inches.
I got a trend last night, and I was like, oh, this will be a fun, because Mallory's going for work, so this will be a fun project. People were talking about spotting the gear in Hurt Locker.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. Which this would have been a great thread to put on the SOE page, I think. Because people were sharing all kinds of pictures and stuff, and like Mookie's in there, and like I was going through and like I saw our builds, and I saw some mag holders, some ballots, like
Jeremy Renner.
yeah, I saw all kinds of cool stuff in there. But I admit I hadn't seen that movie in a long time either. It just came out on Netflix, and I was like, oh sweet, I love that movie. But I thought it was cool seeing actual like pausing it, and I was like, yep, that's definitely ours.
You're like, hey, I recognize that.
I saw some grenade pouches. I definitely saw.
If you look on the DVD cover, that
should have the DVD cover still up there.
DVD cover stuck on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a bunch of our gear on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to put a tear off med pouch on there.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of shit. Ben was one of the tech advisors, or the tech advisor on that movie. Ben was responsible for placing that gear. Ben called us up. We went up to Hollywood, sat down with Jeremy Renner, the guys from TAC Response, talked gear. Chris Barrett was there. I don't know his name. The dude that owns the Dog Brothers. It's like the real, actual fight club. Dudes used to meet up in parks and choose your weapon and fight. And then cops started breaking that up, and it started happening underground in warehouses and shit. That dude was there. There were some cool people there that day. Jeremy Renner checked. He had done a movie where he had some poor gun handling skills, or dudes were shit talking his gun handling skills. He didn't have any formal training, and he said, if I'm going to portray a U.S. serviceman, I want to get some training. So he went to TAC Response to training.
That's cool.
The insurance for his contract wouldn't cover the real gun training, gun handling skill stuff. So he checked himself off his contract for the week and went and took those classes on his own. So he lost some money doing that, and he was cool.
I'm sure he gained a lot of experience.
Movie came out. We built up a bunch of rigs, and Ben called back and said, "Hey, these rigs we built real simple, which became we named them the Mookie War rigs, Mookie War Light chest rigs. We'd already done the Mookie War rig, and Ben loves seeing his name on stuff. So
go figure.
We were never going to do a PALS version of it. We built 8 mag with PALS on the sides so they can put the tear off med pouches. And they were 8 mag chest rigs, and we built them very simple, low price point. It had to, conform within the budget. It was not how we would normally build stuff. It was very, it was to meet a price, and it was 2 mags per pocket, which every company out there did. And we built them. And Ben said, hey man, these things are making the actors look fat. Can you do single mags? So we built single 4 mag chest rigs. That's how the 4 mag rig came to be. And we put some photos up, and some dudes overseas, some of our dealers overseas, just dug these things. Before the movie had ever come out, they never saw it. So they bought some, and then the guys kept asking, hey, will you do a modular one? Because there was a bunch of companies doing modular rigs like that. SOTEC made one. There's a bunch of existing. Blackhawk, I think, made one at the time. Eagle or something similar. So we weren't ever going to do it. We were never going to build those rigs. These dealers bought them. Guys started seeing them pop up on the internet, and they kept asking for them, so we built them. As you know, they fizzled out. If we had 100 of them back there, they would fucking take a year to sell out. We have orders accumulated for them. We will run them soon, but it's just not a big seller. Like our 6 mag stack chest rig, our 8 mag stack chest rig, they just crush those rigs. It's a very, very simple rig, and we'll probably add a few features to it here soon, and revamp those rigs a little bit. But they do come with our H set, which is makes all that work better. But yeah, that's Hurt Locker. We do have a lot of gear. I mean, a fucking lot of gear in that movie.
I just thought it was cool because I'd forgotten about that. And I was like, oh yeah.
Put another knife up for sale. And the shit talkers, man, these dudes fucking come out of nowhere with a $1,000 knife and this, that. I'm like, motherfucker, we sold them for $2,500. We sell them. And but it's funny, these guys come out of nowhere, come over to the SOE page to talk shit about something they have no fucking clue about. Well, I have a K-bar, and I'm like, dude,
that's awesome.
We would cut 20 K-bars at a show in half, smack them blade to blade, and snap K-bars. We'd have a fucking 5-gallon bucket of broken K-bars. Because a K-bar is just it's a very simple, inexpensive, fucking stamped out or however they make it.
Mm-hmm.
But the tang, you see the blade come into the handle, but it steps down into a little teeny tang like a file has,
Mm-hmm.
and then you snap them. You can literally, I can take a K-bar and smack it sideways on a counter and break that bitch off because it'll fucking vibrate and the harmonics of it will just bust that thing right off. But when we started doing gun shows, before I ever knew the Strider guys, I had Strider knives, and we were cutting legs off a table. We'd be at bases cutting fucking anchor chains. We'd be cutting lockers open, fucking prying car doors open, smacking other knives, blade to blade, busting knives, like literally throw them tip down into the concrete and chip the concrete up. So much so that the Fred Hall Outdoor Shows, who promotes all the California, Arizona, Las Vegas gun shows, wrote into their contracts that you cannot fucking destroy their tables. You can't, like, named all the shit we were doing you can't do anymore. And but these guys, they just don't have a clue. Tyler Hatton came out just talking, you know, talking back to these dudes. I said, motherfucker, I'll just give Tyler this knife. Fuck you guys. So I gave Tyler, I'm like, Tyler, I'll just give you a knife. I said, anybody else wants one that actually has the money, post up. A few dudes do. A few guys, you know, wanted one right then.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a couple online and we sold, you know, a few of them. We just trickle them out. It's not like we're trying to unload them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have them when we go to the, you know, USN show and stuff. So it's good.
How cool that Tyler got one.
I got to mail it to him. I forgot to send it yesterday.
Matthew McConaughey.
You guys were saying we had to put a video up for 4 days.
Two went up yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday when we put them up, he was like, "Oh God, thank God, I haven't seen a video in 4 days. I'm having withdrawals."
Are they counting the weekend?
Then you gotta be.
Just keeping you on the edge of your seat.
Man, we've just been busy.
This ain't Burger King.
We got things kind of come in spurts. It's like a tidal wave. I've never seen a tidal wave, but they say the shoreline will pull back
Mm-hmm. A long
and
way.
expose all the shells and shit. You can go up there and grab all these animals and play in the tide pools and shit, but then the fucking tidal wave comes. And that's how shit here is. We'll be running 15, 20 projects at a time down there on the lines, and a lot of it takes pre-sow, and you know, they're sowing the first step, then the second step goes on top, and the third step. There's a lot of work before it comes up here. So that's like the lull. We get kind of caught up here. We start going through boxes, find dead orders, find combined orders, see what we can. You know, we start emailing you guys, hey, we can ship this if I can send this, stuff like that. While we have those couple days, and all of a sudden we just get flooded. Like we walked out here yesterday morning, and there was so much work in the entryway. You had to walk sideways to get through it. We still don't have it put away, and that's what has happened. So the last couple days, they've just been fucking swamping us with you know, stuff to ship. So then we box all that shit up, and we have so much shit in there in the room to ship, you literally can't put another box in there. So then you got to go and fucking ship a bunch of shit to make room, and it's just a big circle. And once we're in the other place, that'll those problems will go away. It'll just literally, even without hiring any more people, those problems would go away just with the space and being able to streamline. Yeah, we walk in so many circles every fucking day.
Yeah, I think people lose sight of that when talking about the volume. It doesn't seem like a big deal, like when people come to visit, to walk through real quick and you realize that, oh, we're walking past each other like this.
That's what they say when they come in there. They're like, holy shit, you guys have a ton of shit.
Yeah, do it for 12, 13 hours as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah, they're like, wow, what you guys, this is all your orders?
Yeah, this is part of our orders.
Yeah, and that shit turns over every couple days.
Mm-hmm.
All you guys emailing going, hey, how's my order coming or whatever, that's a double-edged sword, because if you're going to take our time, number one, when you ask us that, we have to go and physically find your order, and then look in the box to see what's in the box and see what's missing. And then we will go, hey, I've got these 5 items, but this one's missing. I can send you this other one.
Mm-hmm.
If you take our time to do that, and we spend our time to do that, and we offer you that, and you choose then not to take that order, there's a lot of times where it's some little item that order's waiting on, we're going to ship your shit. We're going to ship it. We're going to gift card you. You will have that money on a gift card. And then when you see that item you wanted or a different item on Facebook come up, you know we have it. You can reorder it. But we will not hold, hundreds of dollars in gear here waiting for a $15 part. We just don't have the room to do it anymore. We can't. We have so much volume fucking moving constantly. And plus that puts it in your hands. Like, for you guys that are, well, I really need that pistol mag pouch, and you got, 2 chest rigs and a hydro carrier and an H set, you're gonna have to live with that. We're gonna ship that out.
Yep.
So be prepared for that. And if you don't like it, don't order. And if you're dumb enough to order and don't like it, then go talk shit about it. And that's just that'll promote us.
And the people that do need stuff like that now, a lot of our very familiar customers understand what this is, and for those who take the time to actually come by and see the shop, understand what this is that we're doing. They'll order, and they'll order their pistol mags in an order. They'll order their micros in an order, and because their micros they wanted hyphen with toxic threads, they know it's going to take a while. Their pistol mags they wanted black with Velcro. Well, that's super fast. So they know that you can't put it all on us if that's the fact. I mean, you wouldn't go to Walmart and try and order a bunch of things that are on back order and then take some of the things off the shelf and stand and wait on the back ordered products. It just doesn't work that way.
The other thing is, like, a lot of guys will see something like this shit we've built, 1 or 2 items of, and they'll order a micro rig and they go, man, I really want the plaid micro rig. Well, you're not going to get that because we're not that auctioned off. Those things go for fucking hundreds of dollars. There's only a couple of them.
That's why the color option isn't on
there.
Yeah.
If you see something weird on Facebook, you better bid on it. Be prepared to pay for it because we're not going to run it again. You're not going to buy that. And then dudes will, and they'll always too, like, there's an upcharge depending on the color of what we build, because when we build things out of camo pattern, we can't just use webbing for the lids. We have to use webbing and then cover them with material. There's a lot more labor involved. But without fail, dudes will think that we're just going to fucking let it happen. They'll buy the cheapest option and then request the more expensive option. And like, guys will buy a sling and go, hey, add a Cobra buckle onto this. Well, fucking order a Cobra buckle then. It's right in the drop-down menu. You order Cobra buckle in the first, you go to the second, click Cobra, it adds a $25 upcharge. We're not going to give you a $25 Cobra buckle just because you fucking asked for it.
Same for the patch panel thing.
Yeah, fucking dipshits.
I got hit with a few of those all at once.
And then they get mad about
it. Yeah, then they finally stopped. But there's an option for a $10 patch panel. There are whole cards if you need them done in a certain...
It's for putting patches on pals on backpacks.
Yeah, and it's for certain sizes, like smaller sizes. It's a $10 panel. And they won't put their measurements down, and I know inevitably when they don't put their measurements down what's about to happen. So I'll ask them.
It says on there, put your measurements so we can build it.
Yep, so I'll email them and ask them, and they're like, well, I want a 30 by 36 patch panel for it. I'm like, that is a $70 or $60 item on our website, whatever it is. Why do you think it's $10? Okay, well, what size do you think I should have for that? I'm like, I don't think you should have it at all. I will give you a gift card for this, and you can figure out what you need for $10.
Yeah, we're not... And when you order something, and then you ask us to, we'll just out, can I just pay extra and get this? We can't. We have no means to take your money once that has been, like, guys don't understand. We don't have access to your credit card info. You can never come back and say, somebody in the office at SOE fucked you. There was a very, very famous small gear maker that also made camo. And there was somebody working in their office where you would call in and give them your credit info and they would ship your shit out or ship your rolls of material or whatever. And about 60 dudes all of a sudden got hit with credit card fraud. And they started talking about it. Every one of them had bought from this company. They had somebody in the office that was writing those numbers down, and her shady-ass friends fucking ran those cards fraudulently. You can never accuse us of that. We use a third-party credit card processing company. It's all accredited, it's all insured, it's all licensed. And it's just like when you pay us with PayPal. We can't go into your PayPal and fucking take more money. There's a wall there. It's like using a credit card. We don't have access to your numbers or any of your account information. So
that's why it says completion.
When you go, hey man, I've got this order and I want to add this thing to it, we can't do that. That's a new order. Don't bother to even ask us. Save our time, save your time. Place a new order, and we'll ship your shit. eventually. But guys know that. I mean, we do enough of this now.
You know, that's things I think they do know. Whenever we have those problems, I'm always like,
Yeah.
I know you already know the answer to this question.
I had a dude this morning order a belt. Can I cancel this order? And I said, well, okay, why? Well, the lead time's just too long. I said, it says 8 to 12 weeks on the website. At checkout, before you click that final payment, it says 8 to 12 weeks. And then on the confirmation email, scroll down, set it right fucking there. Crazy thing is, his belt's fucking probably in motion. Like, we have cut so many fucking belts. I've got fucking tubs of belts cut right now.
Yeah.
Waiting to be sewn. Like, we're about to put another person sewing belts.
And we did right at 200, we did 216 or something like that yesterday, and they were primarily belts. And the same the day before, and the day before, and the day before, because I've actually never seen this much belt volume come out of here since I've worked here.
And we typically ship 1,000 a week.
Yeah.
So we're up, shipping even more than that in just belts right now.
Yeah.
So, whatever. The dudes that ask and then we tell them no, those are the guys upset. Those are the dudes you see shit talking, and then the real customers come and they want to argue with them, and it becomes, there's a thread going right now. I've been tagged into 4 or 5 right now on a closed Facebook page, and they think they're going to go over there and talk shit. A dude bid on our auction last night, and he bid a goat and 4 chickens, and I said, you're banned. And he went over on the closed page. He went over on regular guys and started talking shit, and a bunch of dudes jumped on him, and I started typing out a reply, and when I hit apply to it, the thread was gone. They had killed it over there. Those dudes, we're friends with those dudes, and I just assumed them let it go, because we'll fight that fight. That just turns into sales. So I had not banned him. I just said, banned. I go,
it wasn't even banned
I
yet.
go, if you can still post on here, you're obviously not banned. You're just too dumb to know that. Well, come to find out, he's got a little gear company, or thinks he does, and there's a phone number for the gear company. And dude said, hey, here's the number. You should call this dude and record you talking to him. So I said, dude, I go, with one post, I could have sent more traffic to you than you could possibly get in the next 24 months, even with paid advertising. I said, but you chose to fucking come over here and fuck around. I go, you got exactly what you're looking for. You knew what was going to happen because you went back over on the other page, talk shit about it. He goes, well, I'd never buy from them. And look at his shit. He's got China gun show shit. And I said, dude, this is that, that moment in your life you always hear old people talk about, man, if I'd have just chosen this, if I'd have just given $50 to this dude, if I'd have invested in WD-40 or whatever. I go, this was your golden ticket. Rather than picking it up, you fucking ripped it in half. I go, you just fucking completely fucked yourself. You didn't lose anything, but you could have gained. Like, we could have fucking tripled his Facebook page. And you know that when we fucking people that come from our page and like that shit, they buy that shit. They buy it because we tell them to fucking buy it. We wouldn't have told them to buy that. We would have drove some traffic to him. It had he been cool. He chose to be a dick and literally stood nothing to gain for it, but lost a lot by being that. So, whatever. It's fucking clear. The dude knows who we are. He knew how we did shit. It says in there, don't.
I was gonna say that
bullshit.
thing. It says it on top.
Everybody fucking knows that by now. They just think they're gonna be cool by doing it. But that dude had an actual company, and one of his posts said, nobody knows who we are right now, but we're gonna be huge in the industry, and we're opening this range, and we're gonna do this shit. Probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's nothing there yet. You haven't done anything in the last fucking 6 months. But you got time to fuck around on my Facebook page. The dude's like, well, Willis is on, you're on Facebook all the time. Or I am. But it translates to dollars. Alright, cut that shit off.